Hello everybody, my name is Kangaroo Poseidon, also known as KP Games, and welcome back to Evolve Ranking. So today, we're going to be ranking Trapper, as you can see. Same as last time, I'll be ranking them from least to most favorite. And I'll also, just like I'll be showcasing them in the match. A one limit match, right? There's some differences. Obviously, I'm not playing as Assault anymore, so it's been swapped with base Markov. We're going to be trying out the Trappers now. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this video and you think it's interesting, please be sure to share. Helps the channel out. Yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so in at number 6, we got Griffin. Griffin is just... Griffin's one of the most useless hunters in the game. I say one of the most useless. I think he is the most useless. They're just... He's one of the few characters who I just look at and I'm just like, why do you exist? There's not many characters. I don't hate any of them, but Griffin is pretty useless. So he has the Gauss SMG, right? He has the Gauss SMG. Basic damage, right? Basic gun. He has the... actually, I'll get to that in a minute. And he has the sound spikes. Now, sound spikes are interesting. They act as, areas. You could place them in pretty good positions around the area. Around the map. Place them in key positions. The monster could destroy them, obviously. But, yeah. Pretty interesting. His downfall, though. His downfall. The harpoon gun. It is useless. It is the most useless tool in the entire game, I think. Oh, we'll get to that in just a minute. So, for skins, he's got default, and he's got Predator, and he's got the Elite. Once you unlock it, we're going to show off Predator pride here. We're going to show off our prowess. We'll use the jetpack, why not? Maybe I'll be useful. His harpoon gun is a big deal breaker. Because it just feels useless. Like, there's so much stuff that's better. I don't know if I want to talk about them yet. I don't know if I can. But his harpoon gun feels the most useless in my opinion. Okay, fine, I'll talk about them. Maggie can lay down multiple harpoon traps, right? They're automatic, they fire, they're extremely accurate, and you can fire multiple of them, so you can get the monster in multiple positions. That's fantastic. Wasteland Maggie only has one, but it deals damage, and it is automatic just like normal Maggies. Pretty cool. Griffin's, you fire it, the monster twirls around, and then it's just broken. It doesn't do any damage. You could just grab on them. Maybe you could twirl around a little bit. You have a bit of leverage. You have a bit of leverage. Leverage. You got a little bit of leverage, admittedly. Oh, it's coming behind us. And yeah, watch this. Yeah, he just breaks it like it's nothing. Let me try that again. See how useless it is? It doesn't do any damage. I was pretty sure it doesn't do any. Oh, let me watch that. Let me watch out for that. Does it do damage? I don't think it does damage. I don't think it does damage. But yeah, you could move around admittedly. Maybe get into like an awkward position for the monster. But it just feels so useless. Like, you can just twirl around and snap it, and odds are the monster's chasing you, and then it's just completely irrelevant. You got the machine gun here. And then you got the sound spikes, which I placed one here just to show off. So as you can see, there's a sound spike right there. Placed it in that position. And the monster's in the area of effect. I'm gonna try fighting now. But yeah, it'll track. It can be destroyed, I believe. Can be destroyed. But it's a pretty sneaky way of tracking the monster. Yeah, it can be destroyed. It just got destroyed. God, so useless. This is so useless. Why? Ugh. He's a famous hunter too, and ironically he has the most useless way of trapping a monster in combat that I have ever seen in my life. It was just so sad and pitiful. And I'm just kind of roasting Hank. I mean, not Hank. He looks like Hank also. He's an inferior Hank. Is what he is. I think he's my least favorite character in the entire game. For hunters. So, if I was to do a top list, expect him to be at the top. Expect him to be at the top. We won that admittedly, but barely. God, Hank just sucks. Not Hank, I keep getting confused. They look a lot alike, right? They look a lot alike. Griffin sucks. He looks like Hank's older brother. Alright, reveal monster. Just okay, I guess. God, the harping gun sucks. If you for some reason think he could surpass other hunters, here's the abilities. The sound swag has +2 range, pretty good honestly. Harping gun +2 range, useless. And Gauss SMG +2 damage. Alright, cool. Yeah, he's the weakest link of the trappers without a doubt. So yeah, he's number 6. On to number 5. So, in the number 5 here, we got Abe. Abe, he has a custom shotgun. Pretty cool. He has a stays grenade. Pretty useful. And then he's got the tracking dart. Now, the tracking dart is a pretty interesting mechanic. I think, at first, might not be the most useful thing. But as the match goes on, it'll improve a lot. Because, you could track several wildlife. Obviously, at the beginning, you won't have that many wildlife tracked, you know. So obviously it's not going to be very useful to start. But as you could progress, obviously the more wildlife you track, the more likely the chance the monster has of eating a tracking dart. Tracking them. So, as for skins, we got Default, and Predator, and Elite. He's pretty interesting. He's pretty interesting. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, let's go. Let's go ahead and show him off here. Abe is pretty cool, right? Abe is pretty cool. I like his personality. Pretty cool equipment. But there are other stuff that I think surpasses him. Either equipment or personality wise, you know? So, he is kind of second. He is kind of the second least. Only by default, really. Because the others are so good. So, pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. He's still pretty cool, though.
Final battle.
Alright. What do we want to do? Let's get those stays grenades on the go, shall we? So, stays grenades. What they do is when you fire them, they create an area of slow. An area of slow. So yeah, they slow down the monster while the monster's in the area. As you can see, we got a tracking dart here. Tracks the monster. If a monster eats an ammo with the tracking dart in it, it will track the monster because it ate the tracking dart. Pretty cool mechanic. And then we got the custom shotgun here. Alright, I'm going to launch a few of these. Alright, there we go. We got our area of slowing. He has a pretty... I do think he's more built for long run matches, right? Because obviously the tracking dart, you could tag a lot more creatures over time. Because I don't believe the tracking dart wears out for creatures. I believe it only starts to wear out once it gets into the monster. So basically, the whole entire map you could just tag with, you know, tracking darts. So it's going to make it that much more easier for you to find the monster. This is a pretty cool mechanic, but the others just kind of as our abilities. I mean, don't get me wrong, Stays Grenade is cool, right? Stays Grenade is pretty cool. But obviously there are a lot cooler abilities. A lot more stuff I like for other trappers. So let's go. Let's go on ahead and slow down the speed here. Alright, there we go. Keep concentrated fire, keep concentrated fire. slow him down. Alright, there we go. He was a bit too late to revive Hank there, as you can see. Firebreath does damage. As you can see, he's got a pistol. I mean, a lot of characters have pistols when they go down. Some characters do have unique down weapons as well. I forgot to mention that in the last episode. I don't think any of the assaults had unique weapons though. But I do think that's a nice little touch there. Alright, I'm going to revive Abe because he's kind of the preview character I'm kind of doing right now. Admittedly, we aren't going to win, right? We just aren't going to win.
You're all out of armor, big ugly. How you like that?
Alright, where is he? Nice. Mammoth Bird for the win. Yeah, we aren't going to win. We just aren't going to win. You know what? We tried our best, though. We tried our best. But ultimately in the end, we lost. We gave it a good go, though. We gave it a good go. So yeah. If you think you're interested in this character, you think he could be improved, I'll go ahead and show you these abilities here. So, for abilities, once you start upgrading them, you get +2 duration for the tracking dart, so when the monster eats the tracking dart, it'll last a lot longer. Stasis grenade, +2 radius, that's pretty good, honestly. It means bigger area of effect once you throw a stasis grenade, which means more areas on the map to be slowed down. And the custom shotgun, +2 damage, per usual with the guns. But yeah, he's pretty cool, but he only kind of gets there by default. Up next is where we start to struggle, kind of, in the rankings, as they start to get pretty good. So yeah, on to number 4. Alright, so in at number 4, we got Jack. Now, Jack's pretty interesting, right? He's cool. He is pretty cool. He is pretty useful. And some of you might be surprised he's so low. But I do have my reasons, and I will explain them. But let's go over his equipment first, shall we? He has dual pistols, which is a pretty cool way of firing, not gonna lie. He has a repulsor, which pushes the monster in certain directions, right? So you can halt them back, push them in other directions, etc. And you got the survey satellite, which you can plant down, and it'll create these massive lasers, right? As you can see right there. And they'll track footprints, they'll track the lace footprints, they'll track elites, and they'll track the monster, which is pretty cool. As for skins, we got default, we got victory, and then we got the elite once we unlock it. It's not the most skins in the world, right? Not the most, but hey, pretty cool. So let's go on ahead and show him off here. Now Jack's pretty interesting. His survey satellite's pretty cool, right? Pretty useful. And his pistol's pretty cool. The repulsor, double-edged sword though, is good. Don't get me wrong, it's very good. But if I remember correctly, it doesn't push back stamina usage. If you know what I mean. So like if a Goliath leaps, I believe he'll leap out of the repulsor. Like he'll just ignore the slow effect, if I remember correctly. He has pretty weird upgrades too, which is why he earned his place down here.
Final battle.
Why he earned his place at 4th. But yeah, his upgrades are very, very weird. They're the most weirdest upgrades I have seen in this game. Oh, ow. Alright, here we go. Tracking satellite. Here's the repulsor. Alright, so as you can see, the repulsor pushes him away. As you can see, there we go. Let's go ahead and get that repulsor going. I know he's going to be going after either. Yeah. He's either going to go after Hank, or Or he was going to go after Val. That's the inevitable. Alright, let's go up though. Let's go up. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. He's trying to kill Hank.
I'm down.
No, he's reviving them. Sweet. Cool. He is doing pretty good this round. He is doing pretty good. So, not the best in the world. Fortunately, I can't show you a shining victory, I think. I don't think that's what's going to turn out to be. Yeah, as you can see, though. Uh-oh, he's after me now. I'll place this tracking satellite. Maybe it'll help. It'll help me find the monster. No, but no seriousness, though. Right, there we go. Yeah. Here's what I was talking about unique weaponry when you go down. He has a unique pistol. He uses one of his pistols that he uses in combat, which is pretty cool. Yeah, as you can see, we got annihilated. Ish. High in the sky. Right. He has pretty cool abilities. But I just find him a bit lacking. His personality is pretty cool. His design is pretty cool, but I don't know. I just find the others more useful. More interesting, to say the least. Oh shit, I forgot to show the upgrades. And I'll show that once we get back in. So yeah, for pistols, he's got +2 accuracy, +2 range, and +2 damage. Like I said, very weird upgrades. Dual pistols, accuracy, really? Repulsor, range, really? And survey satellite, damage, really? Like, dual pistols could have been damage, repulsor could have been capacity, and the survey satellite could have been range. You see what I mean? His upgrades are very, very weird. But yeah, I accidentally fucked up. This is number 4. On to number 3. Okay, so these next two are kind of interchangeable. They can be changed. They can be changed around. But number 3 here, we got Maggie. So as you can see, she's got default and she's got Predator. And she's got the elite once you unlock it. Pretty cool setup. She got, as for her skills, she's got the machine pistol. Pretty useful. The harpoon trap, which like I said, you could play in 3 of them. Pretty useful. You could use those pretty well and coordinate those pretty well. And you got the pet trap jaw, which can go, sniffs out the monster, which I mean, automatically gets above Jack for that. I mean, you got a pet. Come on. But yeah, it automatically goes up for that. You got a pet trap jaw, it tracks for you. It can revive teammates too. Yeah. If you weren't convinced on her, her upgrades are machine pistol +2 damage, harpoon traps. I mean, why did I say +2? Stop saying plus. Her upgrades are machine pistol damage, harpoon traps for range, and then pet trap jaw has extra health. So if you're not sure about her, those are the stats. Maybe you'll like her more once she's improved. You know, maybe you'll like her once she's improved. So here we go. We're going to try playing as her. Her personality is pretty interesting. Very interesting, actually. In all honesty. She's like she's like the only survivor of Factor, which is like a planet before Sheer, which is the planet that we play on, by the way. And Sheer was apparently also overrun by monsters. Which, fun fact, apparently Behemoth was one of those monsters. So the Behemoth basically migrated from Factor onto Sheer. Is what I got from the story. But yeah, here we go. We're going to show off Maggie here. Like I said, these next two are interchangeable. They could change. They're very, very changeable. It's very possible.
Final battle.
Alright. Start placing some traps.
Fight.
Let's get some over here. Let's get some in some high places. See, as you can see, you can place traps around here. You can create an area perimeter to help heal, help fight, trap the monster, hold him back for a little while, etc. Yeah, see? Traps the monster for a little bit. You can't get multiple of those attached to the monster at once, by the way. So, just one of those attached just now. But you can get like 3 at once, for instance, in several directions. So that's pretty useful. You can coordinate with that with some attacks, you know? Like maybe Hank's orbital bombardment. That could be a pretty useful use of it. How's your machine gun? Pretty decent. Pretty decent. And obviously the pet trap just kind of walks around. It acts as a fit hunter as well, by the way. It not only tracks and revives teammates, but it acts as a fifth hunter. So if all 4 hunters go down, she'll still keep the match alive, basically. And she can possibly even revive teammates. So that's a pretty cool ability. Whether she surpasses the one at number 2, however, is questionable. Right now, though, she had earned a respectable 3rd place. I'd say. Respectable 3rd place. Alright, come on. Get those traps nice and ready. Alright, come on. Get those traps ready. Yeah, you can't really control Daisy. You can't do anything like that. So, as you can see, her bar is just used. So you basically just alternate between harpoon traps and machine gun. Because, well, Maggie does everything by herself. She thinks independently. But yeah, pretty useful skills, honestly. Pretty interesting personality. Not the most skins in the world. Not the most. She has basically as much as the others. But, I mean, it changes her pet trap job too, which, I mean, pretty cool. All honesty.
Traps ready. Let's find a good place to fight. This isn't working.
Fuck you too. God, I hate mammoth birds. They just sabotage everything, don't they? Alright, come on, come on, come on. We got this, we got this. Oh, nope, nope, nope. That's the end. That is the end right there. Yeah, as you can see though, she's keeping us alive, even though we've been downed. Admittedly, once I die, in the arena's a bit different. She can survive, right? She can survive. It doesn't matter if she lives or dies. But as long as she is up and the hunter's down, you know, they can still be revived. So, I guess it somewhat affects arena, but not as much as, you know, your average hunt. Pretty cool upgrades. Pretty cool. Pretty cool equipment. As for upgrades, we got plus health to Daisy. So she can have more health, she can tank more damage. Pretty good. Harpoon traps plus 2 range, that's pretty great. And machine pistol plus 2 damage. So yeah, like I said, it could be swapped in the future. It could swap at the next spot, but number 2. But for now, she's here. She's just here. I do think the next one is a little bit cooler. So yeah, I'll see you at number 2. Alright, so into number 2, we got Wasteland Maggie here. Now, Wasteland Maggie is interesting. Like I said, she could swap between normal Maggie. It is possible. But, let's get on to her skill, shall we? Burst Pistol. It works in bursts instead of one continuous fire like normal Maggie. And it can also set enemies on fire. That's pretty interesting. As you can see, Flame Snare right there. You only get one of those. You only get one of those, like I said earlier with Griffin. But, it does fire damage. So that's pretty interesting. And then you got Combat Trapjaw. So, this version of Daisy or Pet Trapjaw, has less health. But she can deal fire damage now. She can actually attack. I have mixed feelings about Daisy and her execution. I don't know. I'll talk about that in the actual video though. She does still track, she does do damage now, but she has less health. And she can't revive, I believe. She can't revive allies anymore. She just kind of acts as an extra gun. But yeah, they look pretty cool, honestly. They look pretty cool. And default, Predator, Union Jack, and the Elite. So she's got some of the most skins out of any Trapper class. I believe she actually has the most. She has quite a few skins for a Trapper. Quite good variety. And I think it's interesting, the idea of like a combat Trapper. I'll get more into that as we play though. So as always, here we go. We're gonna go up against Goliath here. With Wasteland Maggie. Like I said, I do have mixed feelings about the character. Like I said, she doesn't have as many harpoon traps. She does have just one, but that one does fire damage. Cough, cough, Griffin. Useless. But yeah, she does do fire damage. So they can hold onto the monster, deal fire damage, and even if the monster breaks, it'll still do some damage over time, so that's pretty useful, honestly. Even if it isn't multiple like normal Maggie. They did it in a way that makes it fun. As you can see there, Daisy's dealing some damage. Daisy's lighting them on fire. And as you can see, if I hold it down, it won't continue firing. I have to do rapid bursts with the button, which is pretty interesting. Alright, let's place another trap. Alright, keep firing, keep firing. Let's get that harpoon trap there. There we go. There we go. As you can see, it does damage. It does continuous damage, which is honestly pretty useful. Place those in the background. Daisy's pretty cool too. Now, I always had a problem with Daisy in the game though, because in the game, trap jaws are wild, right? You can encounter trap jaws in the wild, and they can attack you. So I never understood why normal Daisy couldn't bite the monster, stick onto them, etc. I always thought it was pretty weird. Still is pretty weird, honestly. But yeah. The idea of her being more combat oriented is pretty cool. And she looks cooler and she has more skin, so that's why she earned it just slightly over normal Maggie. But like I said, that is subject to change eventually. Do we not have it on? Alright, come on, come on. Keep fire on them, keep fire on them. There we go, there we go. We got him down. Yeah, we won. Pretty neat, honestly. It's a pretty interesting change. It balances out pretty well. It makes me... it's divisive, right? I don't know which one to like more. So for now, I kind of pick Wasteland Maggie because she does look cooler. But yeah. So, if you think the upgrades could make a bit of a difference, let's go ahead and look at those, shall we? So the more you upgrade her, you get for Combat Trapjaw more health. But like I said, Combat Trapjaw has less health than Pet Trapjaw, so more health will help a lot. She has got the Flame Snare, more range, pretty useful. Maybe not as useful as a normal snare though. And then Burst Pistol, plus 2 damage, which is pretty neat. Stacks on even more damage. So yeah, she's number 2. You can probably guess what number 1 is. But she earned a pretty respectable spot, honestly. Even if she is like possibly the swap for 3rd place. Or might even keep 2nd, I don't know. But yeah, on to the 1st place candidate, right? On to 1st place. Alright, so my number 1 most favorite trapper in all of Evolve, hands down, is Crow. So as you can see here, pretty interesting getup. He has a motherfucking bat dragon. You heard that right. He has a bat dragon. Look at that thing. That's awesome. But let's go into this. Let's go into this equipment, shall we? Let's go into this equipment. So kinetic long rifle. How this works is you could do. It has a lot of his equipment has 2 modes, right? So he does have a lot of variety to him as well. If you want to switch out gameplay, swap it up a little bit. The normal mode of fire for the kinetic long rifle does normal damage. However, if you hold down the kinetic long rifle shot, it'll bypass the monster's armor and deal direct damage to their health. So you can snipe at the monster, tearing through their health before the armor is even down, which is pretty useful. Or you could just use normal fire and just aim directly at the armor, you know. Or obviously, if the armor is down, you can just rapid fire on the monster. Quicker, more effective probably by that point. He's got the stasis gun, which can rapid fire multiple weaker shots, or you can hold down the stasis gun shot for one big powerful blast of the stasis, which will slow down the monster for a lot longer. So pretty cool. And then he has the pet bat ray, as you can see right there, the bat dragon. I mean, you could stick it out and it'll attract the monster from above. And I mean, look, it's a bat dragon. Do I need to say any more? How can it get any better, you might wonder? Well, look at this. Default predator. He has like a tropical bird look. I'm just obsessed with that bat dragon. The other equipment is pretty cool as well, don't get me wrong. The Arctic, nice. And he does also have the elite, of course, as per usual. So we're gonna go in. Let's go in as Arctic here. Oh no. We'll go in for that tropical look, I think. Get a bit crazy with it. But yeah, you're about to see why Crow is just so good. Crow is easily my favorite, right? You can tear through the monster before you can even get through its armor, you know? You can start tearing the monster apart. He's pretty cool. He has a lot of ways to play him, you know? Like I said, he has alternative modes of fire for both guns. So it gives him more variety in gameplay itself too. He has quite a few skins. He's got a motherfucking bat dragon. I'm sorry, that'll be one of the last times I say it, but yeah. Just in general, he's pretty cool. Look at him. Let me send him out here. Alright. So as you can see here. As you can see, look at this health. It is tearing through his armor. I am being able to bypass the armor, so I am doing direct damage to his health before they even get down the armor. So you can use this in the middle of combat, right? You could use it as a way to speed up the process, you know? Let's go ahead and show off some of his other skills, though. Alright, come on. As you can see, we're just tearing through his health right about now. So pretty useful, honestly. Pretty useful. You're able to tear through the armor before you can even tear through armor, if that makes sense. And as you can see, now he's normal. So now we're going to try normal rapid fire. Let's go ahead and slow him down here. As you can see, it's slowed down. The ability of stasis doesn't stop, obviously, stamina usage abilities. Yeah, you can use that rapid fire stasis gun for a quick retreat. Or you can do a charge up for the big, long usage. Let's go on ahead, get that stasis gun going. Crow's easily one of my favorite hunters in the game, right? That was just concrete. I fell in love with him the moment he came out. He's just amazing. I love Crow. Crow is a candidate for my most favorite hunter in the game, honestly. He has a pretty good weapon. He's got a lot of replayability. He's got a lot of ways to play him, you know? As you can see, we slowed them down. Let's go ahead and deal that damage here. There we go. A lot quicker than the charge shot too. Right, fire on them. Let's fire on them. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. There we go. Nice. Let's get that bat dragon out. Nice. So yeah, Crow's just fantastic. As you saw, we were just ripping into his armor. Which is also pretty useful in hunts. What the hell is that noise? But yeah, it's also pretty useful in hunts. Because obviously you could snipe at the monster from range. And you're tearing into its health. While even if it's retreating, you're still doing damage to its health. Which is pretty useful. So most of the time you have to basically trap it if you want to get into its armor. If you want to get through its armor. But yeah, not with Crow. Crow just bypasses that immediately. And then sends his bat dragon to follow them. Pretty deadly, pretty fantastic. A lot of variety to this gameplay. And if you weren't sold enough, kinetic long rifle, +2 damage. As you can see right there. He's got damage upgrades. So that way you can do more damage when you bypass, and you can do more damage with the rapid fire, which is fantastic. You can tear through their health even more, the more you upgrade them. Pet bat ray +2 range. You can get more range on the pet bat ray, he can fly farther. You know, it'll help a lot when you're tracking. And the stasis gun, duration. All of those are good upgrades. He has good equipment, good upgrades. Quite a few skins. A lot of variety to his gameplay. And yeah, it's just undisputed he is my favorite trapper. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like some other stuff? How would you guys rank this list? How would you guys rank this list? Tell me how you would rank them from like worst to favorite. And yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to share, like, comment, subscribe, really helps the channel out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.